The first time something went wrong, it was so small that nobody noticed. Robert Half, a 62-year-old, retired history teacher, neighborhood storyteller, the man whose laughter once filled every Sunday barbecue. He stood in the doorway of his own bedroom, staring at his closet like he had never seen clothes before. The sun lit the room softly. Dust floated in the air. Everything was normal, except Robert. There was a strange blankness in his eyes, a flicker of something fragile. He whispered to himself, "What was I looking for again?" Then, shaking his head, he smiled as if to chase away the moment. A tiny crack, invisible to everyone, but the beginning of something that would one day swallow him whole. To the world, he looked fine, still drove his car, still told jokes, still walked his dog around the block every morning. But Alzheimer's doesn't show its face right away. No, it creeps. It learns the rhythm of your life before it starts tearing it apart. And slowly, it began to tear Robert. At first, Anna, his daughter, thought it was stress, or age, or maybe he just wasn't sleeping well. Everyone forgets things, right? But then the little things began piling up, the mail sitting unopened for weeks, a pot of rice left boiling until the kitchen filled with smoke, the dog barking endlessly because Robert forgot he had already fed him twice, calls from friends wondering why he missed their monthly breakfast, something he had never forgotten in a decade. And then came the moment that twisted Anna's stomach into a knot. He stopped mid-conversation at dinner and asked her, with complete sincerity, "What grade are you in now?" Anna was 34. From there, the decline began feeding on itself. It wasn't just memory anymore. It was confusion, disorientation, fear. Alzheimer's doesn't simply erase memories. It reshapes reality. It steals the past, blurs the present, and distorts the future. It forces the brain to forget itself. Piece by piece, Robert began writing notes everywhere. Little yellow squares stuck on the fridge, the bathroom mirror, his nightstand. "Take your pills. Today is Wednesday. Anna is your daughter. Don't go outside alone." Some days he read them. Some days he didn't know he wrote them. His once steady hands began to tremble. His once confident steps became uneven. His once clever jokes turned into stories with no endings. He laughed sometimes, but the laughter never reached his eyes anymore. Memory wasn't the only casualty. People forget that Alzheimer's also tears away personality slowly, painfully, like peeling away pages of a book until the story makes no sense. Robert became easily irritated. He accused neighbors of stealing items. He misplaced himself. He slammed drawers. He cried without understanding why. Anna found him one morning sitting in his car, engine running, staring through the windshield with a haunted expression. "Dad, where are you going?" "I don't know," he whispered. "I don't know where I am." He was in his own driveway, and his heart broke quietly. She didn't cry in front of him, but that night in her room, she buried her face in her hands and sobbed until her chest hurt. Because Alzheimer's doesn't just destroy the person who has it, it destroys the people who love them. The disease also brought something darker: paranoia. One evening, Robert called Anna in a panic. "There's a stranger in the house," he whispered. Anna rushed over, heart racing, fumbling with her keys only to find her father standing in front of a mirror, pointing at his own reflection. "That man," he said, trembling. "He keeps staring at me." Anna tried not to crumble. She gently touched his arm. "Dad, that's you." He shook his head violently. "No, that's not me. I don't look like that." He didn't recognize himself anymore. That night, Anna slept on the couch, outside his door because she was afraid he might wander out of the house at 3 a.m., or into the street, or not come back at all. Wandering is one of the deadliest symptoms of Alzheimer's. Many never make it home. But the worst moment, the one that broke something inside Anna, came one cold morning. She found him standing in the yard alone, barefoot, shivering, looking lost in a way she had never seen. "Dad, what are you doing out here?" He turned slowly. and the expression on his face made her knees weaken. Terror. Real, raw terror. "Anna, something's wrong with me," he whispered. "I can feel it, my mind. It's slipping away, like someone is taking pieces of me. Little pieces." She wrapped her arms around him tightly, trying to steady his shaking. But as she held him, he whispered something that sucked all the air from her lungs. Promise me you won't put me in a home when I forget who you are." Her chest caved in. She couldn't speak. She could barely breathe, because deep down, she knew the day was coming, maybe sooner than she ever imagined. And then, one night, everything changed. Robert woke up screaming loud, panicked, thrashing as if fighting something invisible. His heart pounded violently under his ribs. The room smelled like sweat and fear. He looked around frantically, not recognizing where he was. "Help me," he shouted. "Someone help me." Anna ran into the room, but the moment he saw her, his face twisted in horror. "Stay away from me," he yelled. "I don't know you." Those 6 words stabbed through her like a knife. She reached for him, and that was when it happened. Robert collapsed, his body trembled, his head slumped forward, his breathing turned shallow and broken. Anna screamed his name, and as she tried to shake him awake, the lamp beside the bed flickered once, twice, and then went dark, leaving her alone with her father's still body, just moments before the truth behind his collapse would finally be revealed.